We're live.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. We
Okay.
live.
Oh, all right. Let me go back
Got a little
to.
red dot over here.
Yep, that's it. We're live. We're live. We're live.
There we go. All right, don't annoy him with all that.
Okay.
Do a little better too. Bigger. Bigger.
Hmm. Oh,
Bigger. Look.
hang on. I'm just getting our on my iPad. I'm just getting it on my iPad. I'm skipping an ad because I'm an ad skipper.
Skipping an ad.
Okay. We got it going on.
Now. Very good. Very good. Very good. Good job. That was much quicker. Much quicker.
Much, much quicker. All right.
Yes.
Nobody's here yet.
You don't have to talk to no. I mean,
That's right.
we're
Because,
just talking regardless.
oh my goodness.
Because some people watch this later.
Yeah, that was a lot. Okay, so Zoom people, if you're listening to me, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And I
So
probably
let's
need
do a review of Zoom so far.
review of
What do you
what?
of Zoom? Of their platform.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
That's my whole review. I won't hate you.
But you're using it and not Google Chats or
Oh,
whatever that is.
Haley Montana Nana's back.
Nice.
Oh, she said I'm here. It's just the time delay. I know. I wish it didn't delay it. I would like to have an option where you could just do.
Well, you're not supposed to sit there and read the comments. You're
You
supposed
are
to
on a
answer
live.
the comments.
Well, I would like it not to be delayed. I like it for YouTube to have the option where you don't delay comments because if you have like 20 people, you can keep up.
Right. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can keep up.
you can keep up. But anyway, no, my review of upgrading to Zoom is it sucks. Don't do it. Find a different platform. If I could figure out another one, I would do it. So they're just stupid. They're just stupid. Anyway,
I found some today.
they really are.
But because I've got I mean we both could Google.
Mm-hmm.
I also have Teams. And I'm sure there's a million other ones out there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. So anyway, oh,
So anyway.
I lost my ad. I
Fun.
was gonna show it, but it's gone now.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way to do it. Anyway, it was a big old giant rainbow square, and it says, "Am I gay?" LGBTQ quiz. Do we need this? And who's paying for
I
it?
certainly do.
Who is paying for
That's
that? I mean, can I have an ad that says, "Are you not gay?"
right.
Matter of fact,
That is
we
it
might do
does
like
feel like
a
I mean
let's do a fundraiser video so we can make an ad that says, "Are you not gay?"
well you couldn't say are you not gay? You have to say am I straight?
No, I want it to be, "Are you not gay?" Because you're asking people if they're not straight.
Yep.
That's just irritating. Well,
I
anyway,
know. I
that
know.
was irritating.
And we might as well accept that there is a push.
There is a push.
Because
Why?
I don't believe that it's just 50-50. Some people are gay, some people are not. I don't believe that.
Why is there a push
So
for
I
that?
believe there are people. I don't know. I don't know.
Where's the benefit? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I want people that have felt excluded to feel included. I want
Yeah,
that. I
right.
want kids that feel out of sorts. If there's a name for what they're going through and there's other people going through it, I want them to be able to reach out and
Have acceptance.
find their tribe. Yes.
Yeah, I agree
But I
with
don't
you.
want to push people to it. I don't want to make it weird for straight people.
I
Oh
know.
God, I'm just straight.
It doesn't make any
I don't get
sense.
no feather in my cap because I'm just straight. That seems so silly.
It does, and I would like to know who's paying for that. What foundation was for? It's probably Black Lives Matter. Apparently, it's two gay women that started it, and they have spent a zillion of millions of dollars that they got donated all on trans stuff. Because I think one's trans, but I don't know how
I
that
don't know.
works. I don't
I'll
know
say
if
that
you're trans and then you're gay and
super
that's complicated. I don't understand any of it, but
Yes. Are you a straight, I don't know, straight trans man or are you a lesbian? I don't know. And people can't be quickly put into categories.
I mean, I can't do that with
And this
girl.
has been going on for a while, but now it's just like, because I remember I was probably in college
I'm still stuck on the
when
other
Sally Jesse
thing.
Raphael had some, uh, what did she call them? They were trans lesbians. They were men
Pretending
that
to be
wanted to be
women
women
that wanted to be women.
that wanted to have sex with women. And so they were trans lesbians.
So really, they're heterosexual.
And I was like, what? Why? What? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that for a minute. Hold on. So the men that wanted to be men, want to have sex with only women.
Yes. Yes.
Isn't that a cross dresser? Where do they fit
A
in?
trans lesbian. I don't know. I don't know. I think there's plenty of slots for them too. There's plenty of room for everybody in the mix, but it's just hard to wrap your head around.
So if you're a woman and you want to be a man, but you only want to have sex with men,
Mhm. Then you're trans.
you're heterosexual. You
Oh, you're a woman, but you want to be a man and you want to have sex with men.
No, you're a man. No, that's right. You're a woman and you want to be a man, but you only want to have sex with men.
Right.
So it's heterosexual.
That's gay.
No, they're a
No, it's
woman and they
gay.
want it can't be gay. They're not men. They want to be a man.
Well, I mean, I'm going by their preferred pronouns.
I'm not. I'm going by their biology.
Okay. It
Look,
makes it really hard to have a conversation.
well, if you have two men together that both have penises, is it peni? Penises?
I think it's penises.
Non-vaginal men. Non-vaginal men.
Non-vaginal men. But then my sons are non-vaginal men.
Exactly. They're heterosexual if they want to be with women.
And so far they do.
It's very
So,
confusing.
so what you're proposing is that instead of saying straight men, we say non-vaginal men,
Yeah.
traditional men.
They're non-vaginal heterosexuals.
But they all came out of the vag. So
Yeah,
it's complicated.
it hurts my brain. All right. So let's
Yeah.
talk about
So
retirement.
what's the next one?
Yeah, let's talk about
All right,
retirement. I'm
let's.
so over that one. That hurt my brain.
Yeah,
It wrinkled my brow.
I know.
It did things to my eyebrows that I'm not
So
happy with. Retirement. Well, I was going to
I
ask
don't think I'll
Nana.
see it for real.
Do what?
I don't think I'll see it for real.
Why?
You think I got 20 more years to live?
Yes. Why wouldn't you? Oh, hold on. Nana said, I had a friend who started to transition in his 50s. After he got to a certain point, including a couple years of therapy, he found out that he was gay and just liked dressing in women's clothes. See? That's exactly
And
what
that's
I'm
fine.
saying.
See?
I think that's it. They just like feminine things. There's nothing wrong with that. Cool.
That's why
You
they
do
do the
you.
quiz, I guess, Debbie, to help you figure out if you were transgender, transsexual, or just gay.
I'm actually very grateful I don't need that quiz. I would really
A
feel
lot of other
bad.
stuff.
I would feel bad for anyone that actually thinks or does need it. That they don't know.
Well,
But
and there are people that do.
there are.
people that have complicated issues. And I guess I appreciate the intention to soften it up for them, to help them realize they're not alone.
I don't know. All right, so back to
I
your
appreciate it.
retirement.
Go back to mine.
So
Yes.
you don't
So
think you're
20
going to
years
live
from now.
another 20 years?
No,
Why? You're healthy.
I'm not healthy. I'm healthy-ish.
The only issues you
I just feel
have
like
are arthritis.
and high blood pressure, which will eventually.
Well, how high is it? How high are we talking?
Oh, it's high.
Like how high?
High, but I got it. Like 285 over 120 or something like that.
I'm sorry, what?
I know. I told you it was high.
That's death
I don't
level.
know for sure.
That is not it.
That's what and that's how people look at me when they take my blood pressure too. They go, "You okay,
Audrey,
oh,
are you on medicine for
know.
that?
Yes, I am." Which I finally got a decent doctor, and she added a medicine that actually brought it down.
You
So it's not
cannot.
crazy high now.
Okay, you cannot have any more salt at all.
I don't even salt my food anyway. I eat processed food, but I don't add salt. I don't care about that. As I'm saying, it's not.
What causes high blood pressure?
Oh,
It's
okay.
the only
So
thing I know
now,
is about
now that we're
sodium.
on the same page, I'm not gonna be like.
Is that really truly your blood pressure? 280 over 120? That's impossible. Hold on. That's
I
impossible.
know the 120 number is right, and the other number is really high.
Okay, well, I get that part, but not 280. Okay,
I
hold
don't
on.
know, Debbie.
That's
Next time I
insane.
take it, I'll send you. I'll send you a picture
Highest
next time I take it.
blood pressure before death.
You're asking your assistant.
Yeah. What's a fatally high blood pressure? 180 over 120.
Okay, that's probably what it is.
Poppy, that's like you're going to have a stroke. Oh, hi, Dixie.
I know,
Dixie
that's
just
how
said,
it always talks to me
Dixie,
too.
look, geez, girl, that's stroke level.
That's
in
exactly
the-
how they talk to me.
How long has this been
But
going
then
on?
they just let me go on about my way. Years.
What?
Years. I took my blood pressure one time. I was going in there about my knee, and they're taking my blood pressure.
My gosh.
And the blood pressure cuff popped off my arm and fell on the floor. And me and the girl looked at each other, and she said, "I've never seen that happen before." I said, "Yeah, I thought it was about to rip my arm off."
Poppy, I had no idea. That's not okay. Like, you need to eat only green beans.
Well,
No.
like I said, I don't got 20 years left, do I? Because I'm not just.
Do you have high blood pressure that runs it? Yeah, you need to get a new doctor. Anybody that lets you walk out of there with 180 over 120, you should be hospitalized.
And my new doctor, she's gotten me under control, I think. So
Like what?
I've only been on this new medicine.
A week?
What do you mean?
Are you not checking your blood
Yeah.
pressure every single freaking day?
I did the first couple days, but then it hurt. And so I decided
my
to go every
gosh.
other day.
Audrey, you can get a blood pressure machine. They're like $20.
I have one. Humana sent me one.
Because they want to
Wow,
know
to
when
do
you're
that.
going to keel over. Well, what
wanna
they
know
give
when
you a
I'm-
wrist one or a arm one?
No, it's an arm one.
Oh my gosh. I'm not okay.
If it makes you feel any better, my mother also has high blood pressure that is uncontrollable.
Like how high? Well, I don't know. I asked you, and you just said 285. How on earth are you ever
Yeah,
going
I
to say
don't know.
285?
So, it's been 2 something though. I feel like it's been 2 something. 215.
Stress can cause your blood pressure to rise. Do they even know what's causing it?
No, they don't.
What did they tell you to
I
do?
mean, one doctor's never looked. He'd come in and say, "All right, so yeah, I asked you to lose 13 pounds and you didn't. You gained some."
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's totally fired.
Yeah. So, but I got a new doctor now, and she's good, and we're working on it.
Yeah, Dixie just said you're a stroke waiting to happen. Like you are. That's not okay. And I get that the whole thing hurts, but they have wrist ones that you can do. But I know that one wrist really hurts, so you can do the other wrist.
No, squeezing on it's what I like. So I think that'd be great to do my wrist on. But I had one of those, but its batteries were dead. But here's the problem.
Get you some effing batteries.
No, that's not the problem. Here's the problem. So when I pump it up and it says I'm 180 over 120, but I feel fine. I'm absolutely fine. What am I supposed to do? Go down to the emergency room and sit for 6 hours?
No.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No. But like monitoring every single thing that you eat. Like, Poppy, this is serious. You can't make that face at me.
Oh,
you just made the face like, who cares? I know that face.
Okay, all right. I'm going to start writing down.
Look, everybody is in the chat. Dixie's having a stroke right now, just listening to you.
I'm sorry that I've gotten
stroke
everybody
is
else's
hold
blood
on.
pressure worried
She
about
says
mine.
stroke is a silent killer. That's why you feel just fine.
And that's why I said I ain't gonna be around 20 years from now.
Do you know how blood pressure works?
I know how it kills you.
How?
It's like you're like, just picture like a little garden hose and the blood's just rushing through there.
Yeah.
And it just tears it up. And so then, like, it's got lines and like, oh my goodness, my middle line starts coming through my outside line. Now I got an aneurysm.
Okay. High blood pressure can cause the arteries that supply blood and oxygen to the brain to burst or be blocked, causing a stroke. Right. Brain cells die during a stroke because they do not get enough oxygen. So I had no idea that your blood pressure was that high. And I'm all traumatized over here, so I can't even talk about anything else because I'm all worried about you. And how are you going to sit there and go, I don't know if I'm going to live another 20 years? How are you going to have that kind of high blood pressure and never even tell me?
I mean, I've had it for a long time. I guess you never asked. My best friend would have asked, but
well, I don't ask about your pap smears, so I mean, I just assume they're all right.
What? You shouldn't.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Tom Dog says the cheap monitors are not reliable, but I have one for my wrist. I have 2 for my arm. You can have one. I have
one. The problem is not that I don't know how to get my blood pressure taken. The problem is I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with it when it's high.
Okay, hold on.
So I take my blood pressure. It's high. What do I do now?
Okay. It says...
Yes, I should lose some weight. That's a good idea. I want to do that. Yes, I should eat better. That's a good idea. I should do that.
stress reduction or stress reducing techniques are you usually stressed.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think I
Okay.
have some syndrome where it's opposite for me. No, I'm not usually stressed.
I didn't think you were.
If I get stressed, I take a nap.
So walking.
Great idea. Great idea.
Are you gonna do it?
It's on the list of things to do.
Dixie said a best friend would tell a best friend.
Maybe. Maybe.
Now that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I just can't get over how high that is. Okay, so
Well, you thought I was sitting over here just all healthy.
yeah. Besides your arthritis.
No.
Well, water, he said water.
Remember when I had the polyps?
Water actually raises your blood pressure.
Helps a lot, I know.
If you down a bunch of water, because I have the opposite problem, my blood pressure is super ridiculously low. So when mine gets really low, my heart rate gets really high, and then I'll like drink a whole bunch of water. It raises my blood pressure, and that lowers my heart rate.
It's a complicated set of affairs.
It is, but I'm very concerned. Okay, well, I was gonna ask the question
Remember
about.
when I had my polyps? Because I
Yeah, I
if I
remember.
hadn't my polyps, then I wouldn't even know about any of it.
Well, because normal people they go to the doctor once a year just to get a checkup. They take your blood and they take your blood pressure and just regular stuff.
And they say, "Oh, that's really high." I'm like, "Yep, it's high." They're like, "Is it always like that?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I'm just mind blown.
That's what.
Dixie said both of her children have high blood pressure and they're 48 and 34. I just can't believe that doctor didn't. I'm glad you got a new doctor, though. That makes me feel better. And you've just been on this new medicine for a week.
Yes.
I wonder
And
if,
this
if,
medicine's like a dog.
well, I wonder if they get it down, how you're going to feel differently. Will it be anything? Or will you? I know.
Because I feel fine.
That's
fine.
weird. She said if you ever have a really severe headache, like you've never had one, go to the emergency room.
I can buy that.
All right, that makes sense.
That I wouldn't have no problem walking into the emergency room and saying I have high blood pressure and I have a horrible headache.
Yeah.
Worse than I've ever had before.
That
makes perfect sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Doctor who is great, she said, "Now call me if you have any side effects." And she named a couple different things. So she said, "And a headache." I said, "I'm going to call you if I get a headache." And she said, "Well, you don't give me a sign of." I was like, "Yeah, but it can also be a sign of nothing. It can be a sign of I haven't had anything to drink. It can also be a sign of I haven't stood up in 10 hours." So.
Well, I think the number one thing is, though, you need to start walking. Take a walk every day.
I agree.
And maybe you can squeeze that in. Because I am worried about you now. Because I was going to ask you, what are you looking forward to in retirement? Now it's death. So it's a little, morbid topic.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to get to retire.
And then I was going to talk about, for people that are retired, is retirement what you expected? I find it weird
never know
that
what's going to happen on a live chat.
I find it weird that I am doing what retired people do. It's almost like it's surreal.
You're still young enough to enjoy it.
But it's surreal to me. That's not really what I'm doing. But I am. Oh, she said cut down on. She said she doesn't salt anything. But a lot of stuff has sodium. Do you check labels?
No. Girl, no. No.
Okay, so canned things have more sodium.
I know. I know that this has more salt than that, and this has more salt than that, and sausage is worse.
Starving.
I know all that.
And look, I'm over here salting the hell out of everything. It's just nuts. Well, I am
I know
worried.
it is so crazy.
Okay, so let's get on to a happier one. If you won the lottery, realistically, you won $300 million cash, what would you do? What's like the top things you would
One
do
thing,
immediately? Yeah. What?
immediately, I am throwing that sorting socks basket away. And I am never sorting socks again. Socks, from the second I check those numbers, I'm like, I'm a winner. I'm a winner.
And you're walking over to the
Socks
basket
are
as you're saying it.
throwing, I'm throwing all the socks away. I'm wearing flip flops to cash my check,
Oh my
and then I'm gonna
gosh.
buying a pack of socks on my way home.
You just pay people to go get your socks.
Well,
And
I don't mind to get them. I don't mind. I'm gonna stay humble. But when I take them off, I'm throwing them away.
oh, that makes sense. Um,
What are you?
I have no idea. Well, I
What?
would
You have
I would start a list of everybody I was going to give money to.
get them on a list of what now?
I would start a list of everyone I was going to give money to.
Oh, now I have to say, I start that usually when I buy the ticket. When I buy the ticket, I done started a list of
Oh,
who all I'm gonna. And sometimes I will write people's names on the tickets. Like, you don't know you're a partner with me on this, but I'm making you a partner on this. This is gonna be about.
I don't ever buy lottery
So
tickets, so I don't ever make a list.
no, I haven't written anybody's name on one in a long time because I buy mine
Oh my
online.
gosh. Okay, so after I figured out, because I would probably give everybody, like $1 million that I knew that was really close to me. And then um, I would get a car. I would buy a house, not fancy major house, like some condo somewhere,
Right?
and
Yep.
I would I would take a trip around the world.
Oh, that sounds great.
I would
I
take
don't
a trip
necessarily
around
want
the
to go
world.
around the world. I would probably never even leave America. I don't think I would. But from
Oh,
my
I would.
condo,
Yeah, I would. Ireland?
from my
Scotland?
condo, see, I don't know. I gotta
Sweden?
think because last time I don't care enough to go get a passport to see that. It's just as good online as far as I'm concerned.
What is
But now what I would go
what?
travel to do is say, so this concert's in Vegas tonight. Let's go see it.
That would
Let's
be so much
go.
fun.
Oh, let's stay out here for a while.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's in concert tonight? Where? Okay, let's. I mean, you schedule it like you're calling an Uber,
Yes,
except it's a plane.
yes, that's
Oh,
how I
okay,
do it.
so
Now,
Nana.
back when I thought about this before, I had wanted a condo downtown, but now downtown is kind of
Oh, it's
crappy.
skanky. I would never live
I'll have
there.
to think about it some more. I
Dixie
have to think about it some
says.
more.
Dixie says she would pay off her daughter's mortgage and buy her son a new home. And then Nana says, pay off my family members' debt, buy a house for my brother, retire my hubby, and do some traveling.
Yep, for sure.
And yeah.
I would have $1 million pots for people, and then I would have another pool. This is another big part of my plan. Have another big pool. Going to pay somebody, Susan probably, not your Susan, my Susan,
Uh huh.
to watch over this pot of money. And when somebody says, "Oh, can I get $50,000? Oh, can I get $5,000? Can I get $500?" But I get Susan on, and Susan will make you write a little paragraph about what you need it for. She'll decide if there's reporting requirements, and she will write you a check once a month.
That's good. And she'd be great at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she would be great at that because she knows
Chastity would be
I'm
great
bunched
at
up
that
with money.
too.
Cassidy would be great at that.
So
But I got other plans for Chastity.
Jason says, Mom, if I ever won the lottery, I would buy you a new house and 3 pink Cadillacs.
Aw,
I'll take 1 red Corvette and 2 pink Cadillacs. Well, I only need
you
one.
don't want no Corvette now.
I
You
would
want to get
want
your picture made in front of the Corvette, and then you want to go get in an Escalade.
I would get I would get a blue Cadillac. Not Cadillac, blue Corvette. Like UK
I
blue.
don't want one.
The old one.
It's
Why?
too low to the ground. It's too low to the ground. You're
Oh,
gonna be
no.
rolling out of it.
It's only every
You
once
have
in
to
a
have a
while.
chair lift next to it.
That's okay. I can afford it.
So, like I said, you're gonna put your hand on it and get your picture made. Hey.
No, I
And
want to
then you're
drive
gonna go
it.
buy this stuff.
I've always wanted one. I would.
No, but the moment is past, girl.
No, it didn't. Not yet. I can still get up. I mean,
We'll see.
it would. I
We'll
would
see.
need a chairlift to get out of it, but I can do it. Heck, I would have so much money. I mean, I could just press a button and it stands me
I
up.
mean, there you go. There you go. All right.
Dixie said I would completely restore my 2 classic cars. What kind of cars are they? She said I would still live in the same home I've lived in for the last 43 years.
Yep.
I would.
might keep the house I got and just buy everybody on the street.
No, you would not.
I might.
I would veto
Don't
that
know
whole
me.
thing. Veto. Decline.
Yeah. We'll just have to see who wins the lottery.
AJ says I would set up a trust fund for all my nieces, nephews, and great nieces and nephews, and all future generations for college. Pay off my family's current homes and start a dog rescue. Now that's adorable.
That's what Chastity wants to do.
Did you see that video where the woman, she opens the door and all the cat eyes are looking at her? Oh, sorry. All the cat,
Oh, my goodness.
and they're all in this, it's a cat rescue. So there's literally probably
Oh.
200 cats, and they're all clean. Everything's clean and nice, but it's indoors, and it's like 5 a.m. She's like, "Yep, it's time for me to scoop," and she had to feed them like their treats to get them to let her in. Oh, it was really cute. Yeah,
I
would.
used to think that my retirement plan was that Chastity and I were going to get a big bus
Mm-hmm.
and she could drive the bus and I would put the tours together. But now she got her man. I got me a man. I guess we're going to retire.
I wonder how much interest would you make if you had $300 million in a bank?
I mean, a lot. Let's do the math real quick.
Dixie said a lot. A lot? How much?
A lot.
Well,
I don't know exactly, but
I would.
I just multiplied 300 million times 0.001, which is 1/10 of a percent, and that's 300,000.
Oh my gosh.
Now I don't know if you get that.
Okay. Well, what I would do,
I think that'd be reasonable to expect.
instead of a dog rescue, it would be veteran housing rescue, and I would go and find every vet.
Oh my goodness, you will be there, girl.
In every state, and I would get them housing. Even if I had to build housing, even if I had to just build housing that was just for veterans only. Like, a retirement community, except it's all just vets.
Yeah.
Yep. It's exactly what I would do.
They do that.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
For veterans? They have a veterans community, like a senior community?
Yeah.
And they could all have golf carts and go visit each other.
Well, they can have whatever.
And that'd be cool. That would be so
like
cool.
There was one of those planned for out in Valley Station, and then it got moved someplace else. But there are definitely those in the works.
Wow, that's nice.
And they're just like tiny home circles.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like.
Hang on.
Yeah.
It says both my dogs are rescues, so I need to keep it going. Yeah, I would really love. Dixie said her late husband was a Vietnam vet. The vets are really close to my heart, so I would want to make sure that they have counseling they need. If they have homes, are they getting help? Do they have debt? Like, I would just find people And like, here's my limit of, even if I just spent the interest every month on that,
Right.
that's a lot of money. It's a whole lot of
You
money.
ain't gonna just spend the interest on
No, I would not. I would spend more.
it. Okay.
But I would try to not spend too much because then I wouldn't have any interest to give more people.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay.
It would take a lot more than that for the vets, but a good start. Yeah. Well, I think other people would join me if they saw me doing what I was doing.
Right.
But if I had $300 million, I mean, I'd figure it out. I'm pretty thrifty.
And I would say the cause that is dear to my heart like that would be, which this is a one that we throw a lot of money after good on this one.
Hmm.
And that is trying to help people come out of prison and do right. Why won't they do right?
I don't know.
But
Well, because they don't get any help.
definitely an area where
They don't
it's
get
hard
help
to know.
like transitional help. They just get thrown out there and
Right.
that's it. That's why.
Right. And it's hard to tell the ones that want the help and the ones that don't want the help and who's just scamming and all that. But
It is. It's very
still,
difficult.
they still need help.
Dixie said I need to react to Five Finger Death Punch, Wrong Side of Heaven. It sounds very, Five Finger Death Punch sounds a little violent, but I'm sure it's not. It's just probably just a rock band.
And that's usually the way it goes.
Okay, and I've got two more topics. They're very quick because
Okay.
we were going to wrap this up at 6.
Okay.
Beach or mountains? Already know mine.
Beach or mountains? You know mine. You should know mine too. I'm definitely beach.
Yeah.
Mountains is just what you drive through. When I have the opportunity to sit and oh, this is really nice. I appreciate the mountain, but I'm never trying to go to the mountain. I'm trying to get up through the mountain so I can get to the beach.
Yeah, I'm
You-
not a bug person, so
Right.
no. I've totally ocean without it. Like, yeah. There's
Yes.
snakes, there's coyotes, there's bears. I mean, these are things that, like, it's not like you'll get a bite from a bug; they'll kill you. And I don't get in the water,
Well, I
so
don't know
because
about
people
that.
would
I
say
mean,
the
you might
same
be a
thing.
little.
Uh,
Yeah, I love
definitely.
getting in the water. Love, love, love it.
Aww,
And I love I don't love the bugs, no, not
no,
at all.
no.
But I'm willing to take some bugs to get some fun stuff, to get to do some fun things. I don't care about the bugs.
Mm.
And
Dixie
and
said,
all of this, like,
"Go ahead."
oh, I was just gonna say, and all of this, if you just stay in the house and put something good on the big screen, it all works out the same, except for being in the water. So as I'm saying, the
Ah,
mountains are cool. They're cool.
yeah,
But they're cool from inside the house and they're cool on the TV.
I liked seeing them when we drove.
Ocean, I like to be in.
Like when we drove here, they were pretty. But yeah, I don't want to
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I don't want to go hiking in them.
No, no.
Ah, AJ, that is not nice. I grew up on the beach in Hawaii. Never been. I would like to go. Dixie said her husband was. Hang on. Her husband was finally labeled 100% disabled in July. Then he passed away in September. And yes, Jason, I have that song still on my list. And
I wish I like doing those reactions. I don't.
I know. Poppy doesn't like doing the reactions, so that's why I do them all. But Dixie says, and I want to take the chance to thank you for reacting to Nightwish next to Queen, my favorite band. Oh, I love Queen. I love Queen. I should love Queen. We're Queens.
It's nice to listen to some
Do you know who Evanescence is?
not record, not listening to the radio kind of albums every now.
It was like heavy metal, heavy metal meets Snow White. That was the mix.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded really
I
good.
should probably send you some more to do. Yeah.
Okay, last topic. What's for dinner?
Ooh. Now, after my blood pressure,
No
I used
salt.
to have
No salt.
boiled chicken,
You'll have.
green beans.
You can have
So
whatever.
I don't know what's for dinner.
Does
But I'm
fried food?
hungry.
Hold on. Does fried food raise your blood pressure, or is it
I believe it does.
sodium? I think it's just sodium.
No, it's not just. Definitely not just.
Okay, hang on. I'm looking. So what you can
Look
talk
it
to
up.
me. Tell us what you're having for dinner.
All right. Well, I haven't quite decided. I had Chick-fil-A yesterday. I just get the cool wrap from there with some avocado ranch
Uh
dressing,
huh.
and it was delicious. And Jupe and I have talked again about how we need to start splitting because we go in someplace. I'm always down to split too. Always down to split. It's like, no, I'm really hungry, and then he don't eat half.
Okay,
So he gets
so
stomach hurting. Yes, yes.
hang on.
It's not as easy as don't eat salt and your blood pressure goes. Especially if it's not salt that's causing it.
What raises
I think
your blood pressure besides sodium? Have you had your potassium levels checked?
she did a full. I got a good doctor now, so we did a
Good.
full panel,
Because
and I believe got that on Thursday.
you can have too little potassium in your diet, and that can cause the same reaction as having high sodium. I did not know that. Yeah. No, it's all sodium related. Sodium and
Okay,
potassium.
well, then there's sodium and I don't know.
So really, it doesn't
'Cause
matter
I
what
know
you eat.
hard to-
It's the sodium levels.
well,
So I don't
I
know
don't
if
see how putting flour, chicken, putting it in the grease. How does that make it? not
it
good for you?
doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have fried chicken then.
Okay, so Nana says no dinner for me. I eat OMAD, 1 meal a day. And Jason's girlfriend is grilling hamburgers and hot dogs for dinner tonight. That sounds
That
yummy.
sounds great.
Oh, it's Taco Tuesday.
Ah, that's good.
And I think I'm going to have a chicken quesadilla. Because I have the chicken already
Are you
pulled
back on
apart. No, I'm not on it.
Oh yeah.
And then Dixie, gosh, she said I could starve and have high cholesterol.
That's what I'm saying is that I definitely don't think.
Damon, you are so right. He said pain raises blood pressure.
That's possible.
So I wonder.
But it's not like I'm in pain.
But your arthritis
I
is
don't
bad sometimes. Sometimes.
It is. Maybe it's my blood pressure keeping it away from me. I don't know.
Oh, if you get really
I do not
stressed,
know.
and pain causes stress. So
Yes. I guess. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Oh, Tom said grease was bad. Well, it's bad for cholesterol. It's not bad for high blood
Same.
pressure. Blood pressure has nothing to do with that. But I am curious to find out
Okay.
what your potassium is going to come out as. But anyway,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that's all of our topics and all of our live. I hope all of you all have a nice dinner. Except, who was it that only eats once a day? I forgot.
Oh, Dixie.
Well, hopefully, we're buffering. Oh, it's showing orange. It's showing red. Like, our connection's terrible.
Well, let's go. Bye.
All right. Well, we'll see you all later. And have a happy day the rest of the day. Oh.